Welcome to Charts Today. My name is David Linton, and today's edition for Monday, the 26th of July, comes to you from London. We're seeing a pretty mixed picture this morning. We'll start with the dollar index. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart, long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market. If we're above the cloud, we're bullish. If we're below the cloud, we're bearish. So long-term, we are still bearish on the dollar, but we are just nudging this level that we saw back in March, April. So key is, will we break that high this week? That's what we're really watching for. We have been relatively flat on currencies the last few days, and we see that showing up in all the other currency charts. The euro flat, sterling again flat against the dollar, so that's quite key. The one big change has been Bitcoin. That's jumped last week. We saw the big jump, and this morning we're up sharply as well, so we are seeing a big move there. Nudge the $40,000 mark, and the key thing will be this new target here. If we just put a target on there, looks like we'll go to $59,000, so nudging back. Of course, this target's not yet completed, but we are nudging back towards that previous high. The S&P 500 index was up 1% on Friday, so that's looking pretty good. The Nasdaq followed suit. We're seeing the futures down about 0.5% this morning on the S&P, and on the Nasdaq down 0.25%. So we are just seeing a move there. The VIX volatility, the fear index, is actually up 12%, but not enough to really take that bullish. So we're bearish on the fear index, which is good news for markets. We are seeing a bit of a sell-off this morning, though. FTSE future down 0.5%. The DAX in Germany down nearly 0.75%. And Asia, barring Tokyo, we saw big falls in the Hang Seng, down 4% in Hong Kong. So really significant move there, gunning towards that target. We saw the Sensex little changed. We'll take a look at the energy mix in a minute. Soft commodities are mostly down. We're seeing sugar down 1.5%. The one change is coffee up 6%, so that's looking very strong indeed. But we look at wheat down 2.5% and corn down 1%. So we are seeing softs just selling off, barring coffee this morning. Gold is looking good again, back above the $1,800 mark, so that's good. For gold bulls, so bullish on all three time frames, and silver, much the same picture there as well. US 10-year yields down 3.8% to 1.24%. So we are just seeing bond yields uncertainty, bullish on the ups on the long term, bearish on the medium term. So conflicting picture there. Looking at the energy mix now, we've got Brent crude. It's down this morning, down 1.2%. We're neutral on crude because there's no real clear targets. This is my daily, my 60-minute chart, and then daily, 60-minute and 1 minute for very short-term targets. The big story is this morning is US nat gas. We see here, once it broke through the cloud there on that chart, we're now making 30-month highs above the $4 mark, and we've got targets to 409, 418, 411, 417. So it looks like we will go higher this week. Coal is looking higher as well, and if we look at the emissions chart, we've got a big jump there this morning. We were neutral to clients because we don't have really any clear targets on the charts at the moment. The longer term charts still have good upside targets. Looking at MBP, we're up 2.3% there. Gas market's looking certain to make new highs there. The same for TTF, of course. And if we look at German power, we're up 1% this morning. Again, looking set for a break. Although we were neutral again, clearly because we've got a lot of downside targets on the 60-minute chart, but on the 1 minute chart, we've got some shorter term targets. So it looks like we'll go up before we go down. So that's very much in line with this sort of sideways move on the market. And last of all, looking at the quarterly contract, Nordic Power, that is just wandering south and looks like we're breaking down there as well on the shorter term chart. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.